Hi everyone, my name's Michael Fern and I'm a LEGO Serious Play facilitator here in Australia. And I wanted to do a series of short videos just describing a little bit about what LEGO Serious Play is, how you can use it, and a whole range of other topics. So my history with LEGO Serious Play started in 2013. So I was a facilitator and I found the method, started using it, was amazed at the results I was getting, the conversations and the outcomes. And I said to myself, well, why isn't everyone doing this? And so that's what I've been doing since 2013. I've been using the method with clients and also training people so that they can go and use it as well. But this video is about what is LEGO Serious Play, and it's actually a tricky question to answer because there's so many layers to it. So I'm gonna try and go through and explain it, but the best thing you can do is actually go and experience a LEGO Serious Play session. Once you experience it, then that's when you really understand it. So try and experience a session, but I'm going to try and do a good job now of describing the method. So, the many layers of LEGO Serious Play. At the surface level, and this is where a lot of people get stuck, people think you're just playing with LEGO bricks and it's a bit of fun, and they think it's like a team building activity, but it's not that serious work, despite the serious name. And it's funny because that's partially true. We are playing with LEGO and it is fun, but there's so much more depth to it. So I think a lot of people get caught up at this level. But if you go down a layer and you really understand what it is, what we're doing is we're gathering together in groups, and when we gather, we communicate. I've got an idea, you've got an idea. We're trying to use this verbal and auditory communication tool to get a shared understanding and to progress some sort of issue. And all LEGO Serious Play does as a method is it gives you another tool in your toolkit to be able to do that. So it says, hey, why don't you build it in LEGO and use that to help you have a better conversation and hopefully be more creative, and out of that, a different outcome. And I really think that Johan Roos, one of the inventors of LEGO Serious Play, really summed it up best when he said, what we're trying to do with LEGO Serious Play is change the process and therefore change the outcome. So change the process and you'll change the outcome. So we might gather together in a meeting room, say in a business context, or it might be in a workshop or a boardroom. It could even be, people gathering together in a classroom to learn something, or it might be in a coaching session or even a therapy session. So it's whenever we get together, it gives us another tool to progress that conversation. So to me, that's probably the easiest way to understand it. You change the process and you will change the outcome. But there are other layers. There's a play layer. So yes, it's a playful tool, and what that does is it gets you creative and frees you up. There's stories involved, so you get to tell stories and hear stories. There's metaphors involved, which are hugely powerful. Now, all those things I will dive into a little bit deeper in another video because they're all really very interesting. But these are some of the layers that can really help you to understand what LEGO Serious Play is. One thing I've found as well is people are, okay, so that's nice, Michael, but what do you actually do? And I think that's one of the ways to understand LEGO Serious Play is to understand the process that we go through in a session. So what happens is we have a bunch of LEGO bricks. We ask a question. So it might be something like, what's your vision for the team over the next 2 years? Or what's a challenge you're facing? So it's a business question that you're, usually struggling with or tackling with anyway. So the first step is we get people to, ask them a question, then they build their answer in a LEGO model. And so we give them a few minutes, they build it, they use story and metaphor, and I'll talk in a few videos time about how to do that. But they build a model, and then what they do is they share the story of that model to other people. And people look at the model, they hear the story, and they get a better understanding of what that person thinks on this topic. And suddenly I'm hearing 3, 4, 5 different answers to that same question. And what we've realized is that everyone has a piece of the puzzle. So when you're trying to solve something or you're trying to have a conversation, everyone has their own perspective, and so we all have our own piece of this puzzle. I might think about it one way, you might think about it slightly differently. But if we can use this method to have a better conversation, we understand each other and we can come to a better outcome. So we share the story of it, we capture some of those insights, and then we decide on action. So we question, we ask a question, We build our model as a response to that. We share the story of it, which enhances the conversation. We reflect a little bit, and then we capture some of that wonderful stuff that we've talked about. And we have an outcome out of that. So that's sort of the process layer of LEGO Serious Play. There is also the use case layer. So you hear a lot of people talk about, oh, it's a strategy session, or it's used for problem solving, and that is true. But it also limits it. It's not just that. You know, you can use it in coaching, you can use it in marketing, you can use it in education, you can use it for journey mapping, you can use it in almost any place that you're having a conversation. So out of all that, from that sort of very high level, oh, it's just a team building fun thing, to that change the process, change the outcome, to play and story and metaphor, and then talking about the process layer, and then also talking about the use case layer. There's so many different ways to understand LEGO Serious Play. But just back to what I said before, the best thing you can do is just go and experience it, and then it'll all click for you. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. So that's a bit about what is LEGO Serious Play. Obviously, as we go through some of these videos, you'll get to learn more about it and get your own understanding of what it is as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to pop them down in the comments below. Or if there's a topic that you'd like me to cover, I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of these videos for you. But apart from that, I really super enjoyed this video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.